Hello, and welcome back. Luke 14. One Sabbath, when Jesus went to eat in the house of a prominent Pharisee, he was being carefully watched. There in front of him was a man suffering from abnormal swelling of his body. Jesus asked the Pharisees and experts in the law, "Is it lawful to heal on the Sabbath or not?" But they remained silent. So, taking hold of the man, he healed him and sent him on his way. Then he asked them, "If one of you has a child or an ox that falls into a well on the Sabbath day, will you not immediately pull it out?" And they had nothing to say. When he noticed how the guests picked the places of honor at the table, he told them this parable. When someone invites you to a wedding feast, do not take the place of honor, for a person more distinguished than you may have been invited. If so, the host who invited both of you will come and say to you, "Give this person your seat." Then, humiliated, you will have to take the least important place. But when you are invited, take the lowest place, so that when your host comes, he will say to you, "Friend, move up to a better place," and you will be honored in the presence of all the other guests. For all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Then Jesus said to his host, "When you give a luncheon or dinner, do not invite your friends, your brothers or sisters, your relatives, or your rich neighbors. If you do, they may invite you back, and so you will be repaid. But when you give a banquet, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind, and you will be blessed. Although they cannot repay you, you will be repaid at the resurrection of the righteous." When one of those at the table with him heard this, he said to Jesus, "Blessed is the one who will eat at the feast in the kingdom of God." Jesus replied, "A certain man was preparing a great banquet and invited many guests. At the time of the banquet, he sent his servant to tell those who had been invited, 'Come, for everything is now ready.' But they all alike began to make excuses. The first said, 'I have just bought a field, and I must go and see it. Please excuse me.' Another said, 'I have just bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I'm on my way to try them out. Please excuse me.' Still another said, 'I just got married, so I can't come.' The servant came back and reported this to his master. Then the owner of the house became angry and ordered his servant, 'Go out quickly into the streets and alleys of the town and bring in the poor, the crippled, the blind, and the lame.' 'Sir,' the servant said, 'what you ordered has been done, but there is still room.' Then the master told his servant, 'Go out to the roads and country lanes and compel them to come in, so that my house will be full. I tell you, not one of those who were invited will get a taste of my banquet.'" Large crowds were traveling with Jesus, and turning to them he said, "If anyone comes to me and does not hate father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, even their own life, such a person cannot be my disciple, and whoever does not carry their cross and follow me cannot be my disciple. Suppose one of you wants to build a tower. Won't you first sit down and estimate the cost to see if you have enough money to complete it? For if you lay the foundation and are not able to finish it, everyone who sees it will ridicule you, saying, 'This person began to build and wasn't able to finish.' Or suppose a king is about to go to war against another king. Won't he first sit down and consider whether he is able to, with 10,000 men, to oppose the one coming against him with 20,000? If he is not able, he will send a delegation while the other is still a long way off and will ask for terms of peace. In the same way, those of you who do not give up everything you have cannot be my disciples. Salt is good, but if it loses its saltiness, how can it be made salty again? It is neither fit for the soil nor for the manure pile. It is thrown out. Whoever has ears to hear, let them hear." May God bless the reading of his word. So last time we basically just ran around and got some hunts done. And so this time, well, we are actually going to make some forward progress. Let me get off of this screen so that it's not, so loud. We're up to the Osmode Plain now, which is forward progress, but we basically didn't go where we were supposed to. So, let's actually go more of where we're supposed to go. But first I'll show you the deterrent that exists over here. Because there is deterrent to keep you on the right path. This is the Golmore Jungle.
At your best.
Hello, Blue Fire Thief friends. You think I'm going in the wrong direction? I know I'm going in the wrong direction, actually. Level is 37! No wonder they're killing me! Here we go. Jahara, land of the Gareth. The Gate Crystal. Banks of the Sugot. These guys will rent chocobos. Very useful. We'll see them later. Actually, I might want to talk with them anyway. No thanks. Cartographer's Guild. They've got one for Osman Plain and one for Jahara. There we go. Now you two. Who are you? This is Garethland. No place for human children to play at games. They are wayfarers. They bring no harm. I saw them cross the Osman Plain. They are warriors of great distinction. The fiends of the plains troubled them not at all. You ventured upon the plains alone, War Chief? Again? Yes. What business have you with the Gareth? Let them pass. The responsibility will be mine. If this is your wish, War Chief, then you may pass. These days see many humans wandering through our lands. Ah, I have not made introductions. I am Supanelu, War Chief of this village. We Gareth have been friends to all since long ago. However, lately the human world is in much turmoil. We must protect our village and our people. As War Chief and protector of our village, I ask you, why have you come to this land? I see. So you too have come to ask about the Nethicite. But speak with the elders. Though our masks may make it difficult for you to tell us apart, walk through the village and look with your eyes, listen with your ears. Oh, what is this? More humans come to visit us? A little bigger this time, but no matter. You need not tell me anything. I know you have come to our village to learn of the stones, the Nethicite. We Gareth have knowledge of this, passed down from father to son, mother to daughter. Some of it remains, some of it has been lost in history's sands. I know nothing of the stones. You must speak to the Great Chief. He alone holds the deep knowledge of these things. He alone remembers all the tellings. Cross the bridge to the north, and there you will find him. There are watchers at the bridge, so I think it best to speak with the War Chief, Supanelu. May I ask of you a favor? Give this to War Chief Supanelu. From me. Giant Stick. There is no rush. When you next happen to meet him, you may give it to him then. May you find all the answers you seek. That what you carry? Is it a Giant Stick? The High Chief has given this to me? I shall receive it. I thank you for bringing it to me. Now, did you learn what you wished? No, do not tell me. It is written clear upon your face. So, even the High Chief could not help. Then you must meet with the Great Chief. I would meet with this Great Chief. Yes, it is true. The Great Chief may know something that would aid you, yet arranging the audience may be quite difficult. I must learn more about the Nethicite. I cannot turn back now. Please, tell your Great Chief that I am of the royal line of Dalmasca, a direct descendant of Dynast King Wraithwall. If the Gareth have passed down knowledge of the stones, they must know of the Nethicite that the Dynast King once held. Have proof of your heritage? I I do not. I've looked into your eyes and seen you speak the truth, human child. I give you my trust. The great chief is ahead, across this bridge. You have seen the bill posted for the Enceladus? I had wondered what sort of person would come, but never did I expect. No matter, it is nothing. You are truly here to hunt my mark. Truly? Good. Even if you are a child. Pay me no mind. All elderly are as I am, slow to trust. Let me explain the situation. You know the Osmond Plain? You must have passed through there at least once. A very valuable herb grows there. Yes, the Enceladus, it tramples my precious herbs to dust. Oh, as you can see, I'm quite agitated. Normally, the warriors of this village would vanquish it for me, but this time, well, suffice it to say, I need you to do this. The Enceladus can be found on the eastern edge of the Osmond Plain. It is often seen in the shred, I am told. Warrior Hasemu knows much of this creature. When you leave this knoll, you will find him standing guard at the bridge. Talk to him there. Now go. I trust you will do this for me and return safely. Enceladus, the hunt begins. The great chief is ahead. Will you meet with him? Yes. And finally, there's voice acting.
This nethicite. You have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone. Then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Hume king. Called the Dynast King, he used the nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwall flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it. So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who will the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst. A terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire nethicite whom the nethicite itself desires.
Larsa? To Baromi says.
I say we ought leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omases. With the blessing of His Grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicide were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
Good
It's
question.
strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find them.
I will accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet, waiting on Ber Omases.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Holy Mount Bur-Omi-Sais stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
Larsa joins the party as a guest. Yay, guest! So, we'll leave. Take this as a token of our party. Recurve crossbow and a quiver of onion bolts. If you would ride a chocobo, you may. I have spoken with the Moogle. She will not charge you for your first use of the chocobos. Take care on the road ahead. Should it lead back to our land, you are welcome guests. Spirits of the land watch over you. Sumo. You ask of the Enceladus. Ah, yes, this is the mark. Now I recall. It can be found in the east of Osmond Plain, in a place called the Shred, but going and finding are two different things. First, you must know that the Enceladus detests the creatures known as the Wu. To lure it out, you must first rid the area of these Wu. Once all the Wu are slain, depart a while, and in a short time the Enceladus shall appear. Okay. That basically means leave and re-enter the area, I bet. Haha. Alright, the Wu are gone, so we can just grab the items and leave, and then come back, and we should have this, mark show up. Here it is. A potion. Nice.
Got a surprise for you.
I keep missing it. When it happens, I keep missing that it's there. Oh well. Goodbye! Armanea leaf. And GLaDOS vanished. And let's track back. Oh-ho! You have defeated the GLaDOS? These are good tidings indeed. I learned again that it is wrong to judge by appearances. Now I shall reveal the truth to you. In fact, the warriors offered to hunt my mark, yet none of us had ever seen a true mark hunter. So curious I was to see what such a man might be like, I asked permission of the elders and posted a bill. Little did I expect a human child. To tell the truth, I was a little disappointed, but this is past, and now is now. My eyes have been opened. I see you are truly a great warrior. Another surprise for me. Here, please take this as thanks. You have done well, friend. 1100 gil, an ether, and a golden amulet. I want golden amulets on as many folks as I can get. Let's see.
I guess this one was a success.
Wow, I'm impressed, Vaan.
I got a good feeling.
An alliance between Dalmasca and the Empire.
Reason tells me 'tis the only course. We must avoid a wasting war with the Empire at all cost. Yet I fear I could not bear the shame, had I but the strength.
A shame perhaps for me and for you. But for Dalmasca it is hope.
And you can just accept this, can you?
After Vane's ruse, I had abandoned hope for honor. Yet never did I forget my knightly vows. If I could protect but one person from war's horror, then I would bear any shame. I would bear it proudly. I could not defend my home. What is shame to me?
My people hate the Empire. They will not accept this.
There is hope.
Right?
Don't encourage
Hope for a
them.
future where we can
Not
join
that bad,
hands
am I?
as
got a
brothers.
good feeling.
Larson, please. This is serious.
I'm sorry. Don't be Larsa. Somebody's got to put him in his place.
The Senate may play at intrigue, but Lord Vane is not one to be brought down easily. The entire military waits upon his orders, from the War Council down to the rank and file. What better blade than he to strike down the enemies of the Empire?
Your honor reminds me of Zect 2 years since. He, too, put his trust in Lord Vane's strength, and what became of him? Gone without a trace since Nabudis.
I will not hear you malign Judge Zect. He was a noble warrior. Or do you think his trust in Lord Vane ill-placed?
Vane took 2 of his own brothers' lives. He is ruthless beyond contempt.
Ruthless, you say? Would he were more so. He gives traitors no quarter, be they of his own blood. How fitting for one who would bear the burden of empire.
But could we bear him? Zagabath, what of you? Surely you do not believe his brothers were traitors?
So found His Excellency Lord Gramis, you would do well to mind your tongue, Drace. That matter is long past.
Your Honors, a summons. Lord Vaan has arrived at the palace.
We come at once.
Lord Larsa has left for Baromises. He hopes to enlist the aid of the Grand Kiltius in stopping the insurgents. I doubt this will be enough to deter Ondor, but even a slight hindrance to his operations would be welcome. This will delay the Rosarian invasion, and we will have bought much-needed time to shore up our defenses.
Just as His Excellency had hoped.
No matter the result, I'm pleased with the young lord's progress. I can already see the stunned faces of those mud-witted senators. The fools think a child emperor's strings easy to pull from the shadows. But they will find that Lord Larsa is no puppet.
Yes, the senators would be most pleased with a puppet for an emperor. Recall, Drace, how the Senate fears and despises Lord Vaan's ability. When they realize the truth, that Lord Larsa is no docile lamb to be shepherded, they will bare their teeth and devour him.
You're right. I shall speak on this matter with His Excellency at once. Gabranth, it falls to us to protect Lord Larsa. Are we agreed?
Aye.
Here we go.
What is it?
The jungle denies us our passage. What have we done? We? No. I.
What's that mean? How are we supposed to get through that?
Making an appearance?
Come on, I'm talking over here.
I thought you'd left for good.
Hey!
Our choices are few.
Friend? Balthier!
This is as much for you as it is me.
Oh?
You are ill at ease. The Nethersite troubles you. You've let your eyes betray your heart.
Right.
What are you doing?
Soon you will learn.
Whoa.
We go to seek aid of the Viera who dwell ahead.
I bet they'll be glad to see you after so long.
I am unwelcome, an unsought guest in their wood.
Here we are.
In the village ahead, you will find her, Nyearn. Bring her to me. She will know why you call her.
Root Village.
Hey, Mjorn lives here, doesn't she? We're here to see her.
You will leave at once. It is not allowed for humans to walk on these grounds.
We'll go as soon as we've seen Mjorn.
If you can find her.
We're not leaving until you let us see her. Fine then. We'll look for her ourselves.
Ah.
I've heard the voice of the wood. She says Mjorn is not in the village. Jote, where has she gone?
Why do you ask? The wood tells us where she has gone. Or can you not hear her? You cannot. Your ears are dull from hearing their harsh speech, I think. Viera who have abandoned the wood are Viera no longer. Mjorn too has left her embrace.
And you forsake them in turn?
It is the will of the village. Viera must live always with the wood. So is the green word, and so is our law.
We'll let you worry about keeping your laws. Just do us a favor and stay out of our way. We'll find her ourselves.
Our sister has left the wood and gone west. She wanders warrens among men who hide themselves in clothes of cold iron. Thus to me has the wood spoken.
The Viera may begin as part of the wood, but the wood is not the only end we may choose.
The same words I heard 50 years ago.
Not bad, Vaan. Didn't think we'd get any information out of that one. So then, what was she saying about men in a warren?
The Hennemagicite mines. Maybe that's what she meant. They lie in Bangkor, south of the Osmoan Plain. The entire region is a colony of the Arcadian Empire. There would be soldiers.
Is that a problem? Let's move.
Fran.
Yes?
I was wondering what Yote said, you know? About how you said the same thing 50 years ago?
Your point?
How old were you again?
Nice fun.
Surprisingly rude.
Try to grow up, please.
Traveler, have you a potion on you? My friend is badly wounded. I fear that untreated he'll die. Please, just one potion. Thank you. I'm in your debt. I hand a potion to the Imperial. Thanks to you, my friend's life is saved. We are in your debt, sir. We fled here from the Henne mines. We were attacked, you see. It was all we could do to make it this far. We'll rest here until my friend's wounds have had a chance to heal. If you would like, we could lend you the use of a chocobo until then. There's a lot of terrain around here which can't be accessed without a chocobo. You let me know when you need one. So we get this chocobo for free, which is useful because we can't get to the Henne mines without the chocobo. We were right in front of them earlier, so I don't have to tell you where they are. I've you to thank for my life, it seems. I only hope my mates in the mine are alright. Need a chocobo? Borrow one. Right, on your way then. Oh, and you do know that some paths are only accessible by chocobo, right? A sure sign that such a path is nearby is the presence of chocobo footprints. Keep that in mind and you won't go wrong. The chocobo paths on these plains take you close to the entrance to the Hane Mines, which I'd stay away from were I you. Yeah, well, we need to go there, so off we go. Ooh, they don't look so good.
Researchers from the Draclaw laboratory. What were they doing here?
Research.
XII Mines. Here's our goal.
Look at the magicite. These mines much resemble the ones at Lusu. Of course, Draclaw must be searching for new sources of ore. Should the resistance forces move, the rich veins of magicite in Bujeba will be forever beyond their grasp.
Is it her? What is this mist?
Man. The stench of fumes. The stench of power. What's wrong with her? Stay away! Power-needy Hume!
That ain't right. Oh, hi. I'm going to briefly remove Ash or Vaan so that Vaan can steal from Tiamat. Couldn't steal from Tiamat, huh? Just do that until he steals successfully, which he did. Okay. Ash is back in the party, and then I also want to change out his gambits. what heals disable? Do I have anything for that? I do not. I don't have any target info on this thing, so we're going to just attack. We seem to be doing pretty well anyway. May as well. You missed. Quickening. There we go.
Here goes.
Ah, I missed it. I keep pressing ZR one too many times. I also keep forgetting to get that license for golf here, but I'll do that, well, in a bit, I guess. I don't have the license points now. Arrow, huh? Not too threatening. Oh, Penelo's disabled. That might be a little more to deal with, but I think we're still pretty okay. Because Larsa can still heal, even if Penelo can't. I think we're doing pretty okay. This really isn't that hard. There we go. For Tiamat, that really wasn't hard. That's manufactured nethicite. What was that?
thing inside her. What was it?
Is it you? When the Hume soldiers came to the wood, the village took small heed of them. So long as the wood herself is safe from harm, the Viera give little care to goings-on beyond her. But in me, an uneasiness stirred. I had to discover why they had come.
So you came here hoping to find something out and got yourself caught. You're as foolhardy as your sister.
They took me then, and set close beside me a stone. They said its mist would be drawn into me, that the Viera well suited this end. I saw the light coming from the stone, and then...
We have seen this. On Leviathan, the mist released from the Dawn Shard drove me too into such a rage. She was taken not by the Dawn Shard.
Manufactured nethicite. Then that means... Penella, the stone I gave you, do you still carry it with you?
Sure, it's right here.
This is a thing more dangerous again than I had imagined. I should never have given it to you. Forgive me, I didn't know.
I'd always thought of it as sort of a good luck charm. And even if it is dangerous, on Leviathan it kept us safe.
There is a place for all things, even dangers such as this.
I hope you're right about that.
And we're warped all the way back to the village. We'll be going back there to look around. But next time.
I heard the wood's whispers. Take it. Lente's tear is a permission. Pass through the wood and leave. To other places go.
That cannot be all. I saw it when I left the village. Ivalice is changing. How can the Viera stand and do nothing at all?
Ivalice is for the Humes. The wood alone is for us.
But that is wrong. How can we just hide here in the trees when all the world outside is on the move? I too wish to live freely, to leave this wood.
Do not do this. You must remain away from the Humes. Stay with the wood. Live together with the wood. This is your way.
But Fran, my sister...
I am no longer of you. I have discarded wood and village. I won my freedom, yet my past has been cut away forever. No longer can my ears hear the green word. Is solitude you want, Miern?
Sister.
No, Miern. Only one sister remains to you now. You must forget my existence.
I am sorry to make you do this.
She goes against the laws of the wood. I threw down these laws. It is better that I do this. Better I than one who must uphold these laws herself. I have a request. Listen to the wood's voice for me. I fear she hates.
The wood longs for you, for the child gone from under her boughs.
A pleasant lie, that.
Be cautious. The wood is jealous of the Humes who have taken you.
I am as them now. Am I not? Goodbye, sister.
I obtain Lente's tear. Alright. Then that's going to close it for today. So when we come back next time, like I said, we'll be going back to those mines because I'd like to explore the rest of them. I didn't get to explore the whole thing. And then we'll be moving on forward again. So that's going to be all for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.